Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. At least, that's what the commercial said. If you're hearing this, it means they made me record it. I don't know how you found this. Maybe on my phone, maybe somewhere else. But if you're listening, then you need to get out. Get out before it's too late for you. You won't believe me. I know. I wouldn't believe me either. It sounds like some kind of dumb story you'd read online. But this isn't a story. This is real. They want me to smile, to tell you everything is perfect here, to say the words you've already heard 1,000 times. But I can't do that. I can feel them watching me right now. I don't know how long I can hold it back. So listen carefully, because once I start telling you, once you know the truth, there's no going back. I booked the holiday because it was cheap. Too cheap, honestly. The ad made it look perfect. Beaches, pools, couples smiling in the sun. And you know how they ended, right? Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. I kept hearing that commercial every time I turn on the TV or go on social media. And I guess it worked. I booked it. Thought I was smart for getting a bargain. My girlfriend was excited, and I just wanted a break, something easy, something fun. When we landed, it all looked exactly like the commercial. Bright skies, warm breeze. The resort staff were waiting right outside the airport with big signs and bigger smiles. The kind of smiles that almost looked painted on. They gave us drinks the second we got off the shuttle bus. Cold, sweet, perfect. At first, everything seemed fine, but then I started noticing how cheerful everyone was. Too cheerful. The staff would say, "Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday, right?" And then laugh like it was some kind of inside joke. Even the guests, families, couples, they'd nod along and repeat it, almost word for word, over and over. I thought it was just cheesy marketing. I laughed about it with my girlfriend. I told her, "Hey, at least the brainwashing is good for moral." She laughed too. We both brushed it off. But that was only the beginning. After the first day, things started to feel off. Meals were always at the exact same time: breakfast, lunch, dinner, down to the minute. And when the food was set down in front of us, every staff member would smile, tilt their heads just a little too far, and say the same thing. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Then they just stand there, grinning, waiting for us to take the first bite. The dining room itself was strange too. Everyone ate in silence. No conversations, no clicking of forks, just silence. And then, right when the last plate was cleared away, everyone would clap in unison. A short, sudden burst of applause that ended just as quickly as it started. One night at dinner, I noticed this family at the table across from us: mother, father, two kids. At first, nothing seemed weird, but then I realized they were wearing the exact same outfits as the day before. Same smiles, same small talk, same jokes, like a loop. I whispered it to my girlfriend, said, "Hey, don't they look familiar? Like they've been copy pasted?" She just shrugged and said, "It was probably nothing. People repeat things all the time, like catchy choruses in songs." And for a moment, I almost believed her. But back in our room, it got worse. The TV would turn on by itself, even when I unplugged it, always playing the same commercial. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Only it wasn't the ad anymore. It was footage of the guests, real guests. I swear I saw the same family waving at the camera, smiling too wide, eyes too blank. That night, I woke up to a whisper. At first, I thought it was in my head, but no, it was coming from the vent above our bed. Over and over, soft voices chanting the same word. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. I shook my girlfriend's shoulder, whispered her name, tried to wake her up, but she didn't move. She didn't even stir. She just kept breathing steady, like she was in the deepest sleep of her life. I lay there in the dark, staring at the vent, listening to those whispers until I couldn't take it anymore. That was when I knew something was very, very wrong. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to see what was really going on. So, one night, I slipped out while my girlfriend was still asleep. The hallways were quiet, too quiet. I found a door marked staffed only, and I don't know why, but I just went in. The corridors behind the resort were different. No decorations, no music, no fake smiles, just bare walls, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. I kept walking until I found this room, the control room. There were walls of monitors stacked floor to ceiling. Every screen showed someone from the resort, guests in their rooms, at the pool, eating in the dining hall. I saw that same family again, still in those clothes, still laughing at the same jokes. But the longer I looked, the more I realized something was wrong. Some of them weren't people, not really. Their faces didn't move right. Their eyes never blinked. They sat there, frozen, with those wild smiles, like mannequins, like empty shells. I stumbled back, and that's when I heard them. Footsteps behind me. The staff. But they didn't grab me or shout. They just stood in the doorway, smiling, blocking my exit. One of them tilted his head and said in this calm, pleasant voice, "You should be happy too. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday." And then I saw her, my girlfriend. She stepped out from behind them, her eyes glassy, her lips stretched into that same unnatural smile. In this soft, dreamy voice, she whispered, "After all, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday." That was the moment. That was the moment I knew I'd lost her. Whatever they have done, she was already one of them. They brought me into this small, white room, too bright, too clean. There was a chair, a microphone, and this fake beach poster taped behind me. You know, those cheap commercials where they make everything look perfect. It looked just like that. The staff led me to the chair, still smiling like nothing was wrong. And then she walked in. My girlfriend. She stood with them, smiling too. That same smile. Wide, empty, like she didn't even remember who I was. One of the staff bent down and said quietly, "Tell the truth. Tell them how perfect it is." I know exactly what they wanted. They wanted me to smile to the camera, talk about the amazing resort, the sunshine, people. They wanted me to sell the dream, to become another face in their commercial. But I couldn't. Well, not yet. So I looked right into the camera, leaned forward, and said, "If you're hearing this, it means you've already seen the commercial. Don't let them take you. Please." My voice was shaking. I could feel something pulling at me, like invisible hands pressing on my face, trying to make me smile. My cheeks hurt. My jaw started to tremble. I swallowed hard and said, "I can't fight it anymore. I feel myself smiling even now." And I did. I smiled. I couldn't stop it. It wasn't mine anymore. I just sat there, reading like a puppet, staring into the camera, wondering how long it would take before they used my face in the next ad. "Don't come here." "That's it? It's over?" "Yeah, we listened to the whole thing." "You think any of it is real?" "I don't know, but the guy on the tape, he looks and sounds exactly like the one from the new Jet2 commercial. Same smile, same tone." I shouldn't have heard this in the dark." "Wait, did you hear this?" "Good evening. Did you need a fresh towels for your room? Or perhaps a drink by the pool?" That, that's him. That's the same voice. Exact same cadence. It's the guy from the recording.